In 1980, and yes, I said 1980, the group called Kool and the Gang released a hit song titled Celebration. The opening lyrics are, "Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too, because we going to celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Celebration. We going to celebrate and have a good time." In today's message, we'll take a look at a biblical celebration that took place in a small, remote, obscure village called Cana, located in Galilee. It is without question perhaps one of the most important celebrations in the Bible, but also perhaps one of the most overlooked celebrations. If we're meeting for the first time, I'm Donnice Tabor, pastor of Divine Church in Metro Atlanta, where we believe it's all about His will, His way, His word. Let us now receive this short but thought-provoking message. John's 2nd chapter, verses 1 through 11. And the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus said unto him, They have no wine. Jesus said unto her, Woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come. His mother saith unto the servants, Whatsoever he saith unto you, do it. And there were set there 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firklings apiece. Jesus said unto them, Fill the water pots with water. And they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, Draw out now, and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bare it. When the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, he knew not whence it was. But the servants which drew the water knew. The governor of the feast called the bridegroom and said unto him, Every man at the beginning thus set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. But thou hast kept the good wine until now. This is the beginning of miracles did Jesus in Cana of Galilee, and manifested forth his glory, and his disciples believed on him. And for a point of emphasis, that verse 1 and 2 in your hearing again. And the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there, and both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. I want to witness to you for the next few moments from this thought. A cause for celebration. A cause for celebration. In 1980, singer and bassist Larry Graham released a hit song titled When We Get Married. The opening of this song sounds like this. When we get married, we'll have a big celebration. We'll send invitations to all our friends and relations, and we'll have a ball, dancing and all, when we get married. Here in today's lifted text, we learn in verse 1 that there is, in fact, a wedding taking place. There's a marriage. Matter of fact, marriage. What a joyful, fun-filled, and exciting time it is, not only for the bride and groom and their families, but also for their guests in attendance. Very fortunately, we've been afforded the opportunity to peek at the guest list today. The first thing I noticed seeping from the text was the invitation mentioned in verses 1 and 2. And the third day, there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. The word call comes from the Greek word parakaleo, which means to invite. May I suggest to each of us to see this invitation as a reminder of how important it is to first invite Jesus in our lives and then allow him to become the center of our joyfulness. The takeaway here in the text is if we invite Jesus in, he will attend. Borrowing yet again from singer and bassist Larry Graham, when the bells ring to tell the world I've taken your hand. Folks from all over will come to see the wedding we planned. We'll have a ball, dancing and all, when we get married. The second thing I noticed leaking from the text was the collaboration recorded in verses 7 and 8, where John writes, Jesus said unto them, fill the water pots with water, and they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, draw out now and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bear it. One of the many things I love about this story is the fact that Jesus has chosen to solicit help from the servants, not because he needed their help, but that they would know the power that he possessed to transform. Let me ask you a question. How often has Jesus instructed us to do a simple task, one we're familiar with, one we've perhaps done many times before, and the task seemed so simple that it doesn't make any sense? The takeaway here in the text is sometimes we'll be asked to do something simple to assist the Savior. The final thing I noticed pouring from the text was the transformation found in verses 9 and 10, which records, when the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew. The governor of the feast called the bridegroom, and said unto him, every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. But thou hast kept the good wine until now. From water to wine is the transformation found here in the text. But may I suggest to each of you watching that this is symbolic of the transformation that Christ wants to make in your lives? We only need to be present, invite him in, do what he tells us, and we can be transformed. You see, the takeaway here in the text is a transformation can already be taking place in our lives, and some around us are aware, but others have no clue how we've changed, but still are made beneficiaries of the transformation. In closing, always remember, whatever you're celebrating, invite Jesus to it. Collaborate with him in it, and there will be a transformation because of it. Now, that's a cause for celebration.